Coach. Thanks. CA. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. They'll run him now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half. Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now this time he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 35. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch at that distance, quite another. Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Now Howard, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A give to Howard. just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing is Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Taken in at the 22. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Jackson on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Detroit! Detroit!
Let's go. And we got flag number 53. Flag 53. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, now look at 56.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
In your face.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darren Lee. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On 2nd down, Jackson busts through, and the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond now on the return. And he'll take the... on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Muhammad. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That's it, baby.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight and right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson caught right side at Snead. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
They're right now really hoping for a turnover. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Lucky 56. Over. Set. 319.
Watch the slam.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Leopard. Gun.
Slam.
Jackson on 1st down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away.
Pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I got 83.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson now. Throwing again. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On first down, they run with Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Again, it's Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Muhammad. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took